Did you know there are places around the world you will never be able to visit no matter what? In our day-to-day life, the most forbidden thing we can encounter is the freshly baked pie we're not allowed to touch until dinner time. But around the world, there are places so secretive and guarded that most humans are not allowed to visit them, or in some cases even approach them. In this list, we uncover everything from secret societies to islands where if you decide to go, you'll end up dead. So brace yourself. Today you're going to learn about the most fascinating places in the world, which are severely off limits. Let's check it out. Better known as Snake Island, Queimada Grande Island is home to a massive population of snakes. According to some estimates, there's a snake in every square meter of the island, and in total there are about 4,000 snakes there. And these aren't just some harmless snakes that only frighten you with their appearance. The snakes that live on this island are the most dangerous species in the world. One of them is called the golden spear, a type of viper with an incredibly lethal venom known to be more dangerous than other snake species on the continent. Its venom can cause swelling, kidney failure, intestinal bleeding, brain hemorrhage, and can kill a human within 1 hour. The golden spear is not the only snake species on the island, just the most dangerous. There are several varieties of snakes on the island, and only a few are non-venomous. Therefore, it's no wonder that the Brazilian government has closed the island to visitors. Only researchers qualified or accredited by the Chico Mendes Institute for Biodiversity Conservation, who know how to handle snakes, are allowed to visit as long as they have a doctor on their team. You must have heard about the conspiracy theories surrounding Area 51, the highly restricted remote military base in the middle of the hostile Nevada desert. Area 51 is completely off limits to the public, with reports of helicopters patrolling if you get close to the heavily guarded base. Conspiracy theorists claim that the true purpose of Area 51 is the storage and examination of alien spacecraft, or for secret meetings with extraterrestrials. There was a strange event in 1947 called the Roswell incident, where many people saw something like a flying saucer crashing on a ranch in Nevada. The government quickly recovered the unidentified flying object. Some people think that the government was hiding an alien ship at Area 51 and that the Roswell incident was a hoax. In July 2019, a satirical Facebook event titled Area 51 Storm Can't Stop All of Us occurred. It attracted the interest of about 3.5 million users. About 150 people showed up outside the gate, took some pictures, and were dispersed by the authorities. The real reason Area 51 exists remains a mystery and is highly secretive. Trying to enter would be reckless, as it is surrounded by signs warning that security is authorized to use deadly force against intruders. Whether you believe in aliens or not, the question still remains: what secrets are they hiding in there? Millions of people visit the Vatican in Rome every year, but there's at least one area in the small sovereign state that is strictly off limits. Established in 1612, the Vatican Apostolic Archive, formerly the Vatican's secret archive, contains the personal documents of all the popes. The archives were fully classified by 1881, and Pope Leo XIII gave Catholic scholars special access to the materials. Most of the archives are located underground and have 85 kilometers of shelves. Today, the collection remains closed to everyone except a few credentialed scholars. Authorized researchers can request up to 5 files a day, but they need to know exactly what they want because browsing is not allowed. Is Qin Shi Huang's tomb a place where no one is allowed? You're likely familiar with the iconic faces of Xi'an's underground terracotta army, one of the most astounding archaeological finds of all time. Despite thousands of tourists flooding this ancient site, little do they realize that buried beneath them lies the emperor in his mausoleum, encircled by a river of poisonous mercury that has remained untouched for more than 2,000 years. The tomb contains the body and secrets of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, who died on September 10, 210 BC. No human has ever set foot within these sacred walls, and it is likely to remain that way for the foreseeable future. We can only wonder about the treasures inside. Sometimes referred to as the Doomsday Vault, Norway's global seed vault is in fact a very significant place for all of us. It stores 100 million seeds from around the world to restore the plant kingdom if something bad happens to our planet's vegetation. Opened in 2008, the vault was built to last about 200 years and can withstand explosions and earthquakes. Also, because it was placed on the side of a mountain, it will still be above sea level even if all the ice on the planet melts. The interesting thing is that politics doesn't exist in this place. That's because even North Korea froze its seeds in those countries. The first removal from the vault was recently made by Syria in order to recreate an international research center in Aleppo. What was lost in the war was used to store the genetic material of the crops. You're probably surprised to see Chichen Itza on this list, right? If nothing else, because it's considered one of the world's most popular tourist attractions. And you're right. Thousands of tourists flock to this site annually to awe at the gorgeous Mayan pyramid. However, even if you get there, it's now completely banned to climb it. The ban was put in place after a woman fell off the Al-Daytiha pyramid in 2006. This incident ended in tragedy, and to prevent a similar occurrence in the future, it was closed to the public, dismaying numerous tourists who wished to reach the top of Chichen Itza. Nothing compares to a chilled Coke on a hot day, and millions worldwide would agree. The recipe of our most loved soft drink is one of the world's best protected secrets. Claims exist that only 2 individuals know it at any particular time, and they are never allowed to voyage on the same plane in case of a crash. As a contingency, should disaster strike, the famed mystery formula is safeguarded in a vault in Atlanta, and you would require more than a lock and a key to gain access. The protected secret recipe is stored in a sturdy metal box inside a metal safe that is housed in a room guarded by a security barrier. The area features high-tech surveillance cameras with 24-hour armed guards, and the door can only be opened through a hand scanner and secret code. Although the safe itself is likely a publicity stunt, the recipe is seemingly a genuine handwritten one that has been with the company since at least the 1920s. Located in California, Club 33 is a super exclusive hangout spot. Only members are allowed entry. Tourists or casual visitors can't find out what's happening inside. You can only get in if someone invites you, and it's not for everyone. To gain entry, you need to pay an enrollment fee, which can be up to $100,000, and then an annual fee. It can cost up to $30,000, depending on the type of membership you have and the extra perks you desire. Club 33 was initially created for Walt Disney to entertain important guests and business partners, but he died before it was ready in the 60s. If you want to experience something Walt Disney couldn't, you can, but it will cost you. Which of the places we've shown you here were you most interested in and intrigued by? Well, unfortunately, even if you wanted to, you couldn't visit.